So this space is not the easiest. It's totally doable though, but it's just the reason why it's so hard is because if you were trying to go for this particular space, there's no lines to kind of guide you, and because your jackknife is kind of just a little difficult. But we have plenty of room. Like we could start turning. We could start turning now if we wanted to. You know, it all depends on how much room you have. All right. So back to the left. Now, at this particular point, take a look in your right mirror just to see what your trailer's pointing towards. Then we can go off to the left. All right. Now, let's put ourselves into a jackknife now. Even though we're already in jackknife, we're just going to put into more of one. Now, and at this point, you don't know exactly where this truck is. You don't know if you're. It's a little scary. So a lot of times you're going to end up being too far away. All right. But by the time I'm straight, it's still. Now you'll be able to see roughly around here. You'll be able to see in your mirror that he's way over here. You're not angled, so it'll be fine. All right. But a lot of the time I like to get to a straight back roughly around here. That way I can see in both my mirrors. Hold on, there we go. That way I can see in both my mirrors. And so if I just keep going dead straight back, it'll be all the way back by his landing gear before I hit him. Okay, so that's just my indication. So if I start turning, I'm going to be fine. But of course, now I'm going to start turning to the right just a little bit. And the more I do that, the more this red line is going to start pointing more back towards the end of his trailer. Okay, so which means that it's going to be it's going to get further away. So I can back up a little bit further. Now let's go ahead and straighten up again just to see what it looks like. Now obviously we can see everything because we're all the way up here. Okay, now we're pointing towards past the center of his trailer. All right, we can do it again. Let's go to the right. All I'm trying to do is bring the front of the trailer to the left. Let's do it again and start chasing. Okay, looking good. All right, so now we're going to back up. Now in the next part of this video, I'm going to give myself a lot less room. All right, I'm going to move forward I'm going to move forward these trucks to around here. So we're not going to be able to turn as much, and so we're just going to drive straight, and I'm going to get my rear end pointing roughly towards the back of his trailer by the time I'm done setting up. I'm going to finish off in a straight back too. My goal would be to finish off in a straight back. So I'm going to turn off hard to the right. Again, it looks like I'm not going to get my goal, but I'm definitely going to be pointing towards him. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm not going to jackknife too hard because I don't want to go into too much of a jackknife because the back of my trailer will end up over here. So I'm just going to point my steers straight-ish and start backing up. Now a lot of the time when there is no lines, we're just going to have to use all the space. All right, now I'm just going to maintain a slight jackknife. All right, so the back of my trailer is going to be slowly pointing towards, slowly moving down alongside this truck. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into more of a jackknife now, which is going to speed up the turn that is happening the trailer. All right, now I have a lot of room over here, which I'm very aware of, and I can use it if I want to. So if I need to jackknife a lot harder, I can. But right now I can see that my trailer is getting to a pretty hard jackknife, and I'm not even past this guy yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and just chase a little bit. Well, all the way actually. Sorry, pardon me. So we're gonna keep going. Now it's getting kind of scary because I have no lines to judge. All right, so it just, for some reason, it just feels like it's sticking out all the way over here. All right, but it's better safe than sorry. All right. So I can go into a jackknife again, and then now I can see the distance between here and here, and like, no, I'm fine. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to a chase. And we're just gonna, a lot of time I'm just gonna keep backing up here until I have a straight back just to see what it looks like. I'm still judging the distance between here and here. Okay, so let's keep backing up, and we're going to end up doing a pull forward. Now, again, this is better safe than sorry. I'm not going to suggest for you to back it up in one shot. It's just, I won't ever try that if there's no line. If there is a line, which I will do in the next part of the video, I will do it. All right. I'll even turn the blind spots on. All right. But when there's a line there, life is so much easier. All right. Now we're just going to do a straight back. Again, roughly. When I say a straight back, it's always a rough straight back. You know what I mean? You're just kind of getting it back there a little, you know, where you can see in both sides of the trailer. All right, now we'll go off to the right. Now we're going to keep going. We're paying attention. Even when we start turning to the left, we're still going to be looking to the right. All right. A lot of my students, every time they started turning the steering wheel to the left, I'd ask them to stop and ask them why are they looking to the left. Well, I'm steering left. Well, where is the trailer? Well, it's in the right. Always pay attention to the side of the trailer that you can see the most. All right. It's okay to take a peek. That's fine. I expect you to do that, but I want like 90% of your focus on the side of the trailer you can see most of. Okay, let's turn. I'm going to go forward for a second. There we go. And then off to the left. Now, I'm still looking to the right because I want to see. I'm making sure. A lot of people, they just stop looking. I'm sorry, it drives me crazy. All right. So the last thing you do before you look to the left, well, it's just to make sure what this distance is here. All right. I can see that I'm pretty close. So if I was to actually pull out of here and go all the way to the left, more than likely the trailer swing would hit this guy. But we're not doing that. We're just pulling off to the left and then to the right, just to get ourselves straight. Okay, now we can see. Now I can see this truck, so I'm just going to get myself there, and then we can just slowly guide ourselves back. Now we're looking into the right mirror, not the left mirror, because there's nothing really in the left mirror that can help us to be straight. Okay, remember we're always going to be turning our steering wheel, making sure that we're backing up straight. Okay, anyway, all right, let's go to the next part where I will go into the same space with the blind spots turned on if you're interested. Okay, so now we have the white line as a bit of a guide. So I should be able to back it up in one shot, which I still don't recommend. I'm still backing up into the middle, and then you should readjust yourself. Okay. All right, I like that setup. Get my steers pointing straight. Now, in a second here, I'm going to kind of tell you what I'm looking at, especially when there's a white line. And if I do want to get it in one go, there's a lot of customers out there. I kind of just like to get it in one shot because it's busy and I want to get out of the way, and I can. So I am paying attention to the very back of my trailer, and I am paying attention to the white line. Now, I'm aware of my axles, all right, obvious, but right now by focusing on the very back of the trailer, it tells me the distance that the part that I can see where it is in the dark. Okay, so I'm going to jackknife hard. All right, and it's because I'm going to try hover it just above it, just past it. Yeah, looking good. Now, every time I jackknife, basically it's going to start going a little more over this way, so I kind of have to counteract it with a chase just to keep it there. All right. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's still hovering on the line, but now I'm going to be going into a straight back. Let's stop for a second to take a look. Okay, and I'm going to have to go into a jackknife. If I want to get straight by the time I get back, I'm going to have to turn hard to the right, then hard to the left. And we're pretty much in. Okay, so let's go. We can just straighten up, but I kind of want to get in center in between the line and that truck. So I'm going to go off to the right. Again, we're paying attention to everything on the right. If you're angled to the right, that is all you're looking at. In a second, we're going to be turning to the left, and a lot of you guys are going to want to turn to the left, but don't do it. Not until this point. You cannot look into the left-hand mirror until this point, because you might as well be looking at nothing. You might as well be closing your eyes because of you need to be paying attention to the right until this point. As you can see, I'm in an inch away from his mirror, but now the middle of the trailer cannot get any closer anymore. This is the closest it's going to get. Okay, now it's going to start going away. You can even, well, you kind of can't see it anymore because of the well, you can't see it anymore because of the angle that you're at. And then we're going to go to the right, and then we're going to stop at a straight back. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I just have to do some small adjustments on the way back. Okay, so that's how I back up for this particular scenario. And what's going on? Like, lines are your best friend when it comes to backing up into these little areas, all right? If you have no line, just get into the middle and then scoot your way over. Okay, it's just too much of a gamble because you can't judge exactly the distance. And now I probably have backed up maybe 60,000 times at this stage, And is maybe if I did it like another 60,000, I might be able to just get perfect at it. It's not, it's just tough. It really is tough judging exactly where to back your trailer. And you know what? The reason I don't get that good at it is because I don't take the gamble. I just don't need to take the gamble. I'll just back up into the center and then move my way over. Okay? Anyway, that's that video done. Thank you. Goodbye. And don't forget to like.